Hi folks, today is the 1st of August. As usual, I'm here to speak to you about me and my dear friends. And so, slowly as I go behind, about a long time ago, I had decided that I would be taking up a job. Likewise, when I thought so, one of my friends suggested an agency that gave jobs. Therefore, when I went to this place, they gave me a job place and I had to give an interview. And the most surprising aspect is this interview was on the 1st of April at a place which was near to Sandus Road, in between Ray Road and Sandus Road. It was a go down, and I was wondering what kind of place it would be. I had been here, I visited the employer, and he was a very friendly, warm, a very gentleman-like person. And they needed a receptionist, so this was my very first job. And I still remember he told me about what kind of calls and how should I communicate, and if we call someone, how to talk, and if they call us, how to talk, how to keep someone on hold, all the polite ways. Now that's not the main point. I had settled down in this job for a while. You can say, so April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. So those are 8 months. And another month. So I joined this place and started going to work. So then I used to take a train around say 9-10 or something. And I used to walk from my residence to the station and light the staircase and take a train, and I used to go nicely. So there weren't any females over here. I was the only one. But everyone was very nice, very cordial, very helpful, very kind. And it so happened that we were hearing that there will be a new staff over there. Likewise, there was a lady. I can't say lady as such when I saw her, but we were expecting a lady as such. And then there was a girl, and she came. She had long hair. She had a kind face. She was pretty and sober. And then she came, and she was a computer person and also an accountant. Junior accountant to the person who was the main accountant. So then she joined, and I used to take something like between either 12:30 to 1 or the 1 to 1:30 break to go for my lunch. Until mom was in Mumbai, definitely each time we had something nice, sometimes idli chutney, sometimes upma, sometimes it was chapati bhaji, but everything was nice and delicious. About 2 to 3 chapatis and some vegetable. So dry vegetable, not gravy. So then there were some situations that came up, and it was like in the first month we were just 2 of us at home, me and mom, because a member of our family had shifted to another state for job. And that month was like okay. In the following month, however, my mom had decided to shift with the family member, and my dad was here back again with me. So somehow I used to cook, but I never felt like taking a chapati and bhaji with me. So I used to always take bread and jam. So I used to take 4 slices of bread and jam. And once the afternoon arrived, I used to feel like not eating. So by this time, the new girl who had come, so we can call her Miss Kind. Miss Kind is a good name. And this Miss Kind and me, we were talking to each other daily, not all the time, but for work and smiling, because we were the only 2 females, and she and I were from the same state, so we spoke our native Marathi. So she was very nice and kind, and same about me. We felt very good about working with each other. And in the evening, my time was like till 5:30, 9:30 to 5:30. And then, no, it wasn't from 9:30 to 5:30. It was, I guess, from 10:30 to 5:30. So from 10:30 to 5:30, I did my job. In the lunch breaks, eventually we started sitting together and having our food. But then it happened that the lunch break of myself was before and hers was later. So she saw that this is what I got in my tiffin and I didn't feel like eating. So by this time we became really good friends, you can say just in a couple of days. And this girl is saying to her mom, see, this Nandini is getting bread and jam and not eating. So she felt bad and she told her mom that I'm going to take something for her as well. So she started getting 3 chapatis and vegetable for me daily. So nobody is kind of used to taking non-veg items in office. Normally that's what I've observed. It's also possible that some people do, but she didn't. So I'm a vegetarian. So she used to get this chapati bhaji, and till I worked there daily, she got this. And we used to have a nice time chatting about different things, about music. In the evening, I extended my time till her time. Then we used to go till Sandus Road. She took her train and I took mine, and then we came home, and in between we used to sing. And I still remember she used to like Pari Hu Main, and we sang some songs. We discussed a lot of things, some movies, and we had a very nice time. So then around April end, I met some friends and they gave me this suggestion of joining All India Radio, and in the Konkani section there was some possibility of a job, and perhaps that would be regular. So I left this place and we were in touch for a while because we had a residential phone. But eventually, I still remember, we were not in touch for some reason later, not immediately. Maybe after a year or two, we were not in touch, and as it would happen, something unpleasant happened at her place, and then they got married in a year. It was a good marriage, but somehow, due to some reason, she and I weren't in touch, and nobody had a mobile. We had residence phones, but sometimes I called at her office, etc. We had visited her place during Ganpati, and I found that the Ganpati celebrations were very grand at her place, and she had a good family, and she had 3 brothers, and her mom and dad were very nice, and everything was fine and everything was good. And later on we again came in touch after she got married, and then I told her that I had a dream, and in this dream I told her I saw a lady in a 9-yard sari with a pallu, and she met this lady, and then I said, I saw her talking to you, and I saw that you are like carrying a baby. So later on I spoke to her and she said that she got goosebumps, telling me that actually one day it happened that I wasn't well, and a lady 9 yards actually helped me. And how can you see such a dream? I said, nothing, I just saw that. We were in touch later. Then one fine day she told me she was shifting our side, just 2 or 3 stations from where I stay. Then we met sometimes. Then I guess I met her in the year 2002 or 3 something, and I visited her place, and I had something very nice at home. which were some good bowls and glasses, cut glasses, which were like in the sky blue shade. So that is what I had taken to her, and it was a nice time. And then after year, sometimes we met at the station, sometimes I visited her, and we were good friends, and the friendship continued and continued and continued till now, till 2-3 years back we had this some unpleasant occurrence with one of my family members, and I was like stationed at home, no tuitions, not going anywhere, everything such as uh, going far from home and nobody to take care of the family member. In this period, I thought that expenses would go very high, and I had mentioned this to some people that I have to raise some money. So some of my friends were good enough, some tuitions they had tried to help me in some way or other by either directly putting some finances in my direction, and this person comes home suddenly one day and gives me something, a good amount, and a 5-figure amount, and saying that okay, you won't be able to go anywhere, so uh, this is what I'm giving you, and please accept it. And then I said okay, and then after a month or two I mentioned about giving it back. She said, no, I'm going to my native, but this, your need is more important than this. Now this person comes many times at home, and she'll carry some nice eatables, or we meet up at the station, we'll eat and we'll have a nice time. Sometimes I meet her at her station, 2 stations ahead of mine, and we go home. Many times I've been to a place and we've eaten. Once a while I have shopped with her, she bought some good tops for me. She paid for one and I paid for four. This is 2-3 years back, and we had a very nice time. So we meet somewhere, sometimes we go to some temple and we have a nice time. If she comes home, she'll just rush to the kitchen, and she'll think that she's the house help, and she'll start behaving like the house help, and she'll start doing some cleaning here and cleaning there, and she'll do lots of things. Sometimes she'll start cooking. So this dear Miss Kind has done everything and whatever is possible to make me feel that I'm some grand, big, great person in her life. And so is she to me. And same with her son, same with her husband, same with her in-laws. They are great people, they are nice people, and God bless them. And I'm happy that she's a part of my life. So this Kind, God bless you, and may all the best happen to you in your life. Good health, good finances, and may your son be a kind, nice, loving son to you, and your husband and your family, and may you do great in your life and continue to love me, Miss Kind.